Africa's smart city revolution is no longer a futuristic idea. It is already reshaping real estate, infrastructure, technology, and wealth creation across the continent. In this premium documentary by Africa Global Opportunities TV, we break down how smart cities, digital infrastructure, energy systems, mobility networks, and next-generation urban planning are creating high-impact investment opportunities for the global African diaspora. From tech-enabled real estate to master-planned urban ecosystems, this video explores why Africa's smart city movement could become one of the most important diaspora wealth-building opportunities of this generation. If you are looking for strategic African investment opportunities, future cities, infrastructure-led wealth, and high-yield diaspora real estate intelligence, this documentary is for you. In this video, you'll discover why smart cities are rising across Africa, how digital infrastructure is driving real estate appreciation, where diaspora investors may find early-stage opportunities, why infrastructure is becoming the new engine of African wealth, how Africa could leapfrog traditional urban development models. Subscribe to Africa Global Opportunities TV for weekly high-level intelligence on African real estate, infrastructure, business, diaspora investment, and future wealth opportunities. Africa is not waiting. A new urban revolution is underway, and the diaspora may be late unless they understand what's happening now. What if the next great real estate boom is not in London, not in Dubai, not in New York, but in the emerging smart urban corridors of Africa? What if the most important wealth-building opportunity for the global African diaspora is not just land, not just housing, but intelligent infrastructure fused with real estate? Because across Africa right now, a quiet revolution is underway. A revolution of smart cities, digital infrastructure, integrated mobility, energy systems, and urban ecosystems designed for the next century. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Many diaspora investors are still looking at Africa through an old lens. They are searching for yesterday's opportunities in a continent already building tomorrow. In this documentary, we will break down where this transformation is happening, why it matters, how it could reshape wealth creation, and what it means for diaspora investors who want to position early. This is not hype. This is strategy. This is not tourism. This is urban intelligence. This is not just about buying property. This is about understanding where future value will live. Welcome to Africa Global Opportunities TV, where we decode Africa's most important business, infrastructure, investment, and wealth-building shifts for the global diaspora and strategic investors. If you want to understand where Africa is going before the crowd does, you are in the right place. Subscribe for Strategic Africa Investment Intelligence new premium documentaries weekly. Section 1. The Big Idea. What is Africa's smart city revolution? Let's start with a simple but critical question. What exactly is a smart city? For many people, the term sounds like marketing language, something abstract, something futuristic, something that belongs in Silicon Valley presentations. But in reality, a smart city is not just about shiny buildings and Wi-Fi. A smart city is an urban system designed to make life, business, movement, energy, and productivity more efficient through technology, infrastructure, planning, and data. It is where the digital and physical economy merge. That means smarter transport systems, better energy reliability, integrated utilities, stronger internet and data networks, efficient zoning, security systems, logistics connectivity, mixed-use real estate, and urban planning built around economic productivity. In other words, a smart city is not just a place to live. It is a place designed to compound value. A smart city equals infrastructure plus technology plus real estate plus productivity, not just buildings, systems. And this is why diaspora investors should care deeply. Because when a city becomes more efficient, land becomes more valuable. Housing demand rises, commercial demand rises, retail demand rises, logistics demand rises, and investor attention follows. This is how infrastructure creates wealth, not through slogans, through value migration. And Africa is now entering a phase where many of its fastest-rising urban regions are not simply expanding. They are re-engineering. Comment below. Would you invest first in land, rental property, or smart infrastructure? Quick question before we go deeper. If you had capital to deploy into Africa today, what would you prioritize first? Land, rental property, or smart infrastructure-linked real estate? Drop your answer in the comments. Section 2. Why this shift is happening now? So why is this happening now? Why are smart cities and next-generation urban ecosystems becoming such a major African investment theme? The answer lies in a convergence of forces. And when multiple structural forces collide at the same time, history tends to reward early movers. Subsection 1. Urbanization. First, urbanization. Africa is one of the fastest urbanizing regions in the world. Cities are absorbing millions of people, and that means one thing. The old urban model is no longer enough. Informal expansion without infrastructure creates congestion, inefficiency, and pressure. But planned, smart urban systems create order, productivity, and investable value. Subsection 2. Digital transformation. Second, digital transformation. Across the continent, digital tools are changing how people bank, work, shop, move, learn, and transact. Mobile payments, fintech, e-commerce, logistics platforms, digital identity systems, and internet penetration are reshaping the economy. But here is the critical insight. A digital economy needs a physical operating system. It needs data centers, power systems, transport corridors, fiber connectivity, office ecosystems, housing near productivity zones. That is where smart city development becomes strategically powerful. Digital economy needs physical infrastructure. Tech growth drives real estate value. Subsection 3. A diaspora capital. The African diaspora is one of the most powerful underleveraged economic forces connected to the continent. But historically, much of that capital has flowed into family support, informal land purchases, scattered housing projects, and low information decisions. Smart city ecosystems could change that, because they create something the diaspora often needs: structured opportunity, opportunity with planning, opportunity with infrastructure logic, opportunity with future-oriented urban demand. Subsection 4. Government and private sector. Alignment. Across multiple African countries, there is growing recognition that the future of competitiveness will not only depend on natural resources. It will depend on cities that work. Cities that can attract investors, businesses, startups, logistics firms, manufacturers, remote workers, and globally mobile talent. That is where smart city thinking becomes not just an urban conversation, but a continental leadership strategy. Section 3. The real wealth. Secret. Infrastructure creates appreciation. Here is the part many retail investors miss. Real estate value is not created by emotion. It is created by infrastructure proximity. The biggest property gains often do not happen simply because a house is beautiful. They happen because the area becomes more connected, more productive, and more desirable. That means, when roads improve, value changes. When power becomes stable, value changes. When broadband expands, value changes. When transport corridors open, value changes. When business parks emerge, value changes. When a city becomes easier to live in and easier to do business in, capital arrives. Infrastructure equals demand. Demand equals appreciation. Appreciation equals wealth transfer greater than. This is why smart city investment is not only about buying property. Greater than it is about identifying where future demand will cluster. Diaspora investors who understand this stop asking only, "What can I afford today?" and start asking, "Where will value be concentrated tomorrow?" That is a completely different investor mindset. Section 4. What makes a smart city investable? Not every project with modern branding is a smart city, and not every new development is worth your capital. So what actually makes a smart city or smart urban corridor investable? And here are the key signals. Subsection A. Infrastructure. First, number 1. Infrastructure first. If the roads, drainage, utilities, internet backbone, transport access, and power systems are weak or unclear, the SMART label means very little. Subsection B. Economic purpose. Number 2. Economic purpose. A serious urban development should solve a real economic need. Is it near business districts, tech corridors, logistics hubs, universities, industrial zones, government and commercial centers? The best performing real estate tends to sit close to productive ecosystems, not just beautiful brochures. Subsection C. Live, work, play. Model greater than number 3. Mixed-use logic. Greater than strong, smart urban zones usually combine residential, commercial, office, retail, leisure, and mobility. On why? Because convenience increases stickiness, and stickiness increases value. Subsection D. Energy plus connectivity. Number 4. Power and connectivity. In a digital economy, unstable electricity and weak internet can destroy value. The future belongs to urban ecosystems that are electrically and digitally reliable. Subsection E. Governance plus execution. Number 5. Execution credibility. This is critical. Many investors lose money not because the idea was bad, but because execution was weak. So the serious investor asks, who is building it? What stage is it really in? What infrastructure is already completed? What demand drivers exist? What is proven versus promised? And never invest in brochures alone. Proof beats presentation greater than. If this breakdown is already changing how you think about African real estate, hit the like button so more diaspora investors can find this video. Section 5. The diaspora. Mistake: investing with an old playbook. Now we need to have an honest conversation. Because one of the biggest reasons many diaspora investors underperform in Africa is not lack of opportunity. It is misaligned strategy. Too many people invest with a playbook built for the past. The old model often looks like this. Buy land because land always appreciates. Start building without full market validation. Focus only on ownership, not demand. Prioritize emotional attachment over strategic positioning. But the next phase of African wealth creation may reward a different approach. Old playbook. Emotion-led. New playbook, infrastructure-led. The future investor asks, is this near future productivity? Is this in a growth corridor? Does this benefit from urban expansion? Does this align with future mobility and digital infrastructure? Is this part of where people will actually want to live, work, and transact? Because smart city wealth is not just about ownership, it is about positioning. And positioning beats guesswork every time. Section 6. Where the opportunities actually are. Let's now break down the real opportunity stack. Because when people hear smart city, they often think only of luxury apartments. But the real wealth map is much broader. 1. Residential real estate. First, of course, is residential real estate. Housing near emerging smart corridors can benefit from rising demand, improved livability, stronger rental performance, and long-term appreciation. 2. Mixed-use commercial. Second is mixed-use commercial property. Offices, retail spaces, hospitality concepts, and flexible commercial units can gain value in smart urban clusters where economic activity intensifies. 3. Logistics and last-mile infrastructure. Third is logistics-linked property. As African commerce digitizes, logistics becomes incredibly valuable. Warehousing, distribution nodes, and urban delivery corridors are no longer boring assets. They are part of the operating system of modern cities. 4. Data and digital infrastructure. Adjacency. Fourth is digital infrastructure adjacency. This includes areas that benefit from fiber expansion, internet density, tech ecosystems, startup districts, digital services growth. The more digitally active an area becomes, the more real estate demand often follows. 5. Energy-linked urban development. Fifth is energy-linked development. Reliable electricity is one of the most underrated value multipliers in African real estate. Any urban zone that solves power well becomes more investable almost immediately. 6. Hospitality plus lifestyle districts. Sixth is lifestyle and hospitality ecosystems. Smart city environments tend to attract professionals, executives, founders, returnees, and middle-class consumption. That creates opportunities in serviced apartments, short-let assets, wellness spaces, restaurants, and destination districts. Smart city opportunity. Stack housing commercial. Logistics. Data corridors. Energy lifestyle assets. Section 7. Risk. What diaspora investors must not ignore. Now let's be clear. This is not a blind optimism video. Smart city narratives can be powerful, but narratives do not remove risk. So what should investors watch carefully? Risk 1. Marketing without delivery. Risk number 1. Branding without infrastructure. If a development sounds futuristic, but the roads, utilities, approvals, and access are not visible, caution is required. Risk 2. Overpaying early. Risk number 2. Buying too early at the wrong valuation. Early entry can be powerful, but not every early entry is smart. Timing matters, pricing matters, execution stage matters. Risk 3. Legal/title issues. Greater than risk number 3, documentation and title complexity. Greater than never outsource your due diligence to excitement. Risk 4. Weak demand assumptions. Just because a development is modern does not mean people will automatically pay premium prices there. Demand must be tested against income levels, business activity, location logic, and occupancy potential. Risk 5. Diaspora distance. Greater than some diaspora investors are making six-figure decisions from thousands of miles away with almost no verified intelligence. Greater than that is not investing. Greater than that is gambling with better packaging. Due diligence is not optional. Distance should not replace verification. Section 8. The bigger story. Why this is about power, not just property. But the biggest story here is even larger than real estate. Africa's smart city revolution is not just about buildings. It is about continental competitiveness. It is about whether African cities can become innovation engines, capital magnets, business hubs, and global centers of talent and productivity. It is about whether Africa can leapfrog old development models and build urban ecosystems fit for the next global era. And for the diaspora, this creates a profound strategic question. Will you only watch Africa's transformation? Or will you position inside it? Because wealth often flows toward those who recognize structural shifts before they become obvious. And smart urban Africa may be one of the most important structural shifts of the coming decades. Final section, conclusion. Plus, strategic call to action. Here is the final takeaway. Africa's smart city revolution is not just a construction story. It is a wealth geography story. It is about where future demand will concentrate, where infrastructure will create new value, where digital and physical systems will merge, and where diaspora capital can move from emotional investing to strategic investing. The next generation of African wealth may not only be built by those who buy property, it may be built by those who understand where systems are forming. Because once infrastructure matures, once adoption accelerates, once demand arrives. The best-positioned opportunities rarely remain cheap, hidden, or ignored for long. The future is not waiting. The maps are changing. The value is moving. And the real question is, will you move with it? In multiple African markets, we are already seeing master-planned districts, technology hubs, new transport-linked communities, energy-supported residential zones, and mixed-use developments designed for long-term growth. These are not random projects. They are signals. Signals of where future economic activity is expected to concentrate. Follow infrastructure. Follow connectivity. Follow economic activity. The timing advantage, early versus late positioning. Timing is everything in wealth creation, and one of the biggest advantages diaspora investors still have is time. Because despite all this progress, many of these smart city ecosystems are still in early to mid stages, which creates a rare window. A window where pricing is still forming, demand is still building, infrastructure is still expanding, and awareness is still limited. But that window does not stay open forever, because once a location becomes obvious, it is usually already expensive. Early equals positioning. Late equals paying premium. This is the difference between buying into potential and paying for proof. Both strategies can work, but they produce very different returns. Mindset shift from buyer to strategic investor. Narration. At its core, this entire conversation is about mindset. Because the biggest transformation is not happening in cities first. It is happening in how investors think. The average buyer asks, "What property can I purchase?" But the strategic investor asks, "What system am I entering?" The average buyer focuses on price. The strategic investor focuses on trajectory. The average buyer reacts to what exists today. The strategic investor positions for what is coming tomorrow. Buyer mindset equals static. Investor mindset equals directional. And in a continent evolving as fast as Africa, direction matters more than appearance. The global context, why this matters beyond Africa. There is also a global context that cannot be ignored. Across the world, cities are becoming the primary engines of economic power. Not just countries, but cities. The cities that attract talent, support innovation, enable business, and function efficiently tend to capture disproportionate wealth. Africa's smart city movement is part of that global shift. A shift toward networked economies, digitally enabled productivity, and infrastructure-driven competitiveness. Which means this is not just a regional story. It is a global positioning story. Final reinforcement, emotional plus strategic close. So as we close, step back and look at the bigger picture. A continent urbanizing rapidly, a digital economy accelerating, infrastructure expanding, new cities forming, capital beginning to pay attention, and a diaspora with both the financial power and the cultural connection to participate in this transformation. The opportunity is not just to invest, but to align. To align with growth, more infrastructure, systems, and future demand. Because the greatest wealth opportunities rarely feel comfortable at the beginning. They feel uncertain. They feel early. They feel misunderstood. Until they don't. Clarity comes after movement. Wealth comes before consensus. Africa is building something new. Not a copy of the past, but a foundation for the future. And the investors who understand that early don't just participate, they position. And those who position often lead. If you found this documentary valuable, subscribe to Africa Global Opportunities TV for more high-level intelligence on African real estate, infrastructure, diaspora investing, urban development, and strategic wealth opportunities across the continent. And if you want to see more videos like this, You watch our next documentary on Africa's emerging infrastructure-led wealth corridors. Until next time, stay informed, stay strategic, and stay ahead. Subscribe, watch next. Comment your country, share with a diaspora investor.